How old were you when you started to, like, are you like a child prodigy or something? I mean, did you start writing songs when you were like 5 or something?
I started writing songs like about 8 or 9.
And then how soon before you start to get famous? Like, how old were you when you were, you know?
Well, that took a long time because really, I mean, I was kind of wild. I learned how to play piano, learned how to read music, thought it was like school. I quit. I forgot all that.
It's pretty amazing to make it as a musician. The odds are so slim, you know?
It's really slim.
Yeah.
I was cleaning up fish guts with my hands for a living, and then suddenly could make money off of, you know, not a lot of money, but independent records, touring, selling T-shirts for your band, and we made enough. Soundgarden, we were paying ourselves $800 a month for like 2 years, and that was actually because we were on the road so much. That was fine.
Did you take lessons, guitar lessons, or you just figured it out on your own?
No, I just kind of learned so I could write songs, because before Soundgarden, I was in maybe from like 17 to 21, I was in about 10 bands around Seattle, and they were all really awful, and all the songs were awful. And it was usually based around a guy who wrote the songs, who was the singer, and they were bad songs, and it was bad singing, and that's kind of why I ended up doing it. I was really a drummer then.
Was it hard for you to write with the other guys? I mean, you are one talented dude. I mean, every band you're in is always a success.
It depends. Like in Audioslave, no. In Audioslave, I would have lyrical ideas that would come to me, or melodic ideas, and I would show them parts, but it was kind of one of those things where we all wrote the songs together.
I see.
Which is not a bad thing. It's like I'm in a room and we're all just sort of feeding off each other, and each of us is trying to push the song in some direction that they think is great.
Too much democracy, in a way.
In a way, what ends up coming out of it wouldn't happen any other way. So it's just a matter of, do you like doing it that way or not? But with Black Hole Sun specifically, in Soundgarden, I just recorded it in my basement. It's like a bad recording. I played drums, played all the instruments, but it's basically what was on the record, just a bad version of it, and me playing it all, and then give them the tape, and they literally can listen to it and say, thumbs up, thumbs down. And that's kind of where we were at, was, if you like it, we'll do it. If you don't, we won't.
And what if they'd said to you they didn't like it? That would be enough to make you leave a band, I bet. Like you say, you know what do you mean you don't like this? What are you guys, the judge and jury?
No, that's where something like Temple of the Dog came from, where I was writing songs that I knew weren't going to be songs that they would like, and ended up doing a side project. And that's kind of what side projects are for sometimes.
Did you write Spoon Man on your own?
Yeah.
Spoon Man come to you like this in your head, bam, and then you wrote it down?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
There's a guy named Artis, the Spoon Man, who's like a Seattle fixture.
Oh.
And he could walk in this room with like his little satchel of spoons and just captivate everyone here.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
he
it's
can
about
do it on
somebody.
He's really incredible.
Oh, so he must have been honored when you wrote that song.
Yeah, and he appeared in the video, and it was great. In fact, that was one of the few videos where we didn't have to be in it. It was just photos of us and then artists going off, and he's fantastic.
You didn't like the video aspect of your career, I don't think, because
Not really.
you even say that was one of those videos that we didn't have to be in, Spoon Man, which is great to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even want to be in that.
The Black Hole Sun video, I think the reason why it was so great was because that was one where I didn't have any input. And we had just done a bunch of videos. We did one for Rusty Cage. We did one for Jesus Christ Pose from is it the same record, where I was basically telling the directors everything I wanted them to do, and it wasn't coming out good. I just didn't like the video. So with Black Hole Sun, I said, just find the guy with the great idea and let him do it, and let the filmmaker make the film.
I heard for a while you hear this every once in a while, like when Bruce Springsteen used to make his videos, they say, oh, Chris Cornell's going to be an actor. Did you ever hear that for a while? Like they were like touting you as the next big guy in acting?
I had acting agents trying to get me to commit to like letting them represent me if I decided to do it.
And that's not your thing, right?
They're like, we want to lock you down. They use terms like lock you down. We want to lock you
up.
down. Yeah, in case you decide. I think what they think is if you get, someone sends you a script, whether you're a musician, a milkman, whatever you are, you're just going to run and go, yes, put me in a movie.
Yeah, because everybody wants to be in a movie.
Right.
Did you ever consider being in a movie? Did someone send you a script?
I got a lot of scripts, and there's only one where I didn't. I just said, I don't know anything about this, and I don't want to do it, which was The Usual Suspects. And
you could have been in that.
I could have been in that, and I saw it. I saw it like 3 years later after it came out, and it took me watching half of it before I even realized it was the script that they had sent me.